Hey guys, it's me. Please do not excuse this messy, crazy hair. It's almost midnight here, but I kind of had the inspiration, while my hair really is bad, uh, had the inspiration to do a kind of book suggestion slash some of my favorite books video. I was looking at my bookshelf and just stuff. Now, keep in mind, as many of you know, I don't keep a lot of my books. So some of the books that I will mention, I don't have a copy to show you. So, but I will mention those, but I'm going to show you the ones that I do have first. So, wow, I look like a hot mess. Look at this. So the first ones that I have, look at how brown they are. And these are some classics. Some of my favorite books are just stories from Tennessee Williams and J.D. Salinger. Not necessarily Catcher in the Rye, because I really think that it's not his best story. Mind you, this was published in '61, and these were published in the '50s. They're all bent, and I don't even remember where I got half these. Some of them I think I got for like 10 cents, which is crazy because I know these are worth money. But Franny and Zoe is amazing, and also Raise High the Roof Beams, Carpenters, and Seymour, an introduction. So, and the last one is All the President Men. That movie made me want to be a journalist. Now, I don't really get to do the journalistic things right now because I'm working as a freelance writer, but I really do thrive to do that journalistic work. Hopefully I'll be able to do it in the future. So those are some books. Another book, and I don't want to get religious on you, but this is one of the best books I've ever read, and it's called Mary Called Magdalene. This is, oh my God, Margaret George is an amazing, amazing author. This book, I did not want to put this book down, and this book is like 700 pages. Okay, and it tells the story, well, if you believe, supposedly tells the story of Mary called Magdalene, and oh my God, this book, it was so good that I can't give it up. Like, I know that I'm gonna want to give this to someone, or maybe in my older days when I'm looking to faith, I'm gonna want to read it again and remember what it made me feel, and it really inspired me. I grew up Catholic. I'm not Catholic now. I don't practice Catholicism now, but I am still a very, not necessarily religious, but I am very spiritual, and I do believe in miracles and all that crazy stuff that people think is BS, but I'm done with my religious talk. But if you're into stuff like that, read Mary Called Magdalene. Another book that I read and I kept because I want to reread this book. I actually want to reread this ASAP. Oh man, I forgot to get my other books. Is A Year in High Heels, and it is just a book about everything, from fashion to music to literature to history to etiquette to why certain holidays came to be, Academy Awards trivia, Hollywood Hills, where the stiletto came from, who's the word pantyhose the first time, just everything. And it's literally is an everyday thing. So you have February 29th. So I really think that if I don't get to this by the end of the year, I'm going to put it on my desk here, and you know, I'm going to take a break each day and read that section, because I think it would just be a nice little break, and it's kind of a fun fact, and this book is really enjoyable. I almost think I'm just going to put it on my desk right now. It's on my desk. So now, tomorrow, I'm going to start doing that. So, next book is Make Habits Jinx. I just reviewed this, so if you are new to my channel, you can either go to my channel page and click the playlist, and I have put all my book reviews in a playlist for you, as well as my In My Mailbox book hauls. So if you want to watch those, I created playlists. I never told you guys this, but if you want something that's kind of like Upper East Side witches, read Jinx. This is just the Gossip Girl, the Carlyles, which is another spin-off they've done, but this is just to recommend the Gossip Girl series, as well as the It Girl series. Also talked about this recently. This is Generation Dead, and the sequel is Kiss of Life, and the third one is Passing Strange. I have read the first two, and if you're into zombie high school kids, definitely check that out. Another one is Wicked, Witch and Curse, the first two books of the Wicked series. This is a bind up. If you're not aware what a bind up it is essentially multiple books put in one large anthology, right? So this is a story of a girl that finds out that she has powers that she never knew she had, and she comes from a family of witches that originate in France, and it is this struggle to keep her power. Okay, so I've only read this first bind up of the first two books. I've yet to read the second. So what else? Liba Bray, however you say it. Her Gemma Doyle trilogy was phenomenal. A Great and Terrible Beauty, Rebel Angels, and A Sweet Far Thing. Historical fiction with magic. So really cool. Winter Rose by Laurie Hulse Anderson. I did a review of that as well. Very inspirational book in that it really gets in the mind of what goes on when someone has an eating disorder, is a self-mutilator, and just a lot of things in that book. Eat, Pray, Love. I read that book 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago. I think it came out in 2006. So I kind of read it right after the initial hype. That book changed me, and God, that book is good. I haven't watched the movie because people told me it's very disappointing. But if you want a book that's going to make you look inward, read Eat, Pray, Love. Elizabeth Russell, Prozac Nation, More Now and Again, and Bitch, In Praise of Difficult Women are all three of my favorite books. They're all on my bookshelf, and that's why I was complaining that I forgot to get them. They're all books that I want to reread, so they are essentially on my to-be-read list, because I read them like 4 or 5 years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I know that I enjoyed them so much at the time. They're kind of a guilty pleasure when you're reading about someone's drug, alcohol, love, whatever, addictions, and it's just a guilty pleasure because it's really not healthy to read about that all the time. Dear John by Nicholas Sparks and The Choice, they both were great. Philippa Gregory does The Other Boleyn Girl, Boleyn Inheritance, Queen's Fool, Constant Princess, White Queen. What else have I read? I've read so many of hers. If you also like historical fiction, read Alison Weir. And what's the other one I'm forgetting? I can't think. Oh, Fallen Skies I read by Philippa Gregory too. And I think that's it. Wow. I just gave you guys a lot of book suggestions. I really think there's something for everyone in this list. As you know, I didn't really do any nonfiction. I really do enjoy nonfiction. There's a lot on my bookshelf over there, but I kind of kept it to be fiction. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I enjoy so many different kinds of books. I know there's a lot of people that only enjoy certain genres, but I think I'm one of the few on YouTube that can say that she really is an enthusiast for young adult, as well as fiction, chick lit, nonfiction, historical fiction, and onward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. And I'll talk to you soon. And as always, happy reading. Bye.